Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. We are working up the list of the top 10 organizational issues as highlighted by consultants Roger Connors, Tom Smith, and Craig Hickman. In the last two C's, we have covered what is programmitis and cross-functional strife. And for this week, our focus is on issue number 8, senior management development. Why the word senior and not just management development? When it comes to staff development, most of the time the focus is on the operational level. Now, this is because profits tend to flow up, meaning it is the activities of the people at the operational level that would affect the bottom line. The bottom line that takes place at the bottom here flows up into the management line. So because of the flow of profits going up from bottom to up, making this guy here looks good, a lot of the development effort tends to take place at the operational level, because after all, profits are generated at the operational level. But what do we do for the guy that's here? So we see a very interesting dichotomy here, the dichotomy between the haves and the have-nots. What I mean is this group here, they have a lot of training and development, whereas the senior management team here have not a lot of development. So a lot of haves here and a lot of have-nots here. Why is this so? Well, while profits flow from bottoms up, there is something here that flows from top down. And it is when we understand this critical element that flows from top down, then we will realize that senior management development is a critical developmental issue. And what is it that flows top down and not bottom up? That is passion. Passion always flows top down, because you could have a lot of profits moving from bottoms up, but in the absence of passion, this profits is not sustainable. Unfortunately, in today's management situation, instead of having passion top down, what people experience is pressure. There's a lot of pressure that flows from top to down. Pressure that is passed down from one level of management to another level until the poor guy down here take the brunt of the pressure to meet the profits. Now, if pressure keeps flowing top bottom regularly in the absence of passion, then loyalty, retention, and engagement will become an ongoing issue. That's why senior management development is so important, because while we have one eye on generating profits, the other eye must be on the generating of passion. Usually most managers, senior managers are very passionately focused on just the numbers game. Now, being passionate about numbers is important, but there are three other areas you need to develop yourself to be passionately focused on. And the first area is the area of resources. Now, it's very easy to tell the guys in operation you need to achieve certain performance by pressurizing them to achieve it, by giving them the numbers to head towards it. But are they equipped with the materials and the equipment that they need to do a good job? Now, most of the time I hear people in operations, their feedback is that I get a lot of pressure on performance, people who are very passionate in wanting me to meet the numbers, but they're not equally passionate in equipping me. They're not equally passionate in providing me the resources that I need to meet those numbers. Now, if we want performance that is lasting, shouldn't we as senior managers also be passionate in creating the link of resource so that people have the materials and equipment to do a good job? People generally want to do a good job, but they need the materials and the equipment to do a good job. Now, that's the responsibility of senior management. Another bottom line area that senior management is concerned about is loyalty. We want to have low turnover, we want to have high retention, high engagement, and so on. But are we passionate about about respecting each individual employee? Now, what do I mean by respect? Respect comes from whether do we really understand each and every one of the members of our team? Do we invest in their strengths, or do we nag at them at their weaknesses? Now, showing respect to each and every team member must be a passionate area of development for senior management. In other words, senior management need to look at the employees with a new set of eyes, choosing to invest in their strengths, finding out what they are good at instead of having a one-size-fits-all approach. Because if we provide employees with the opportunity to do what they are able to do best every day, we are actually showing them respect. And respect given is respect earned. The third area which senior management should be passionate about may seem a little bit strange, but it has to do with this word relocate. People grow and people change. And a wise manager is someone who is able to see the growth of his or her employees. And sometimes that growth may take that person to move on to a place outside of your department, outside of your scope of management. But if you let the person go, helping the person to relocate and find the right fit within the organization, actually the payback will come back to you as well, because in most of our work today, everything is interlinked. If we are able to let our employees go and help them to grow, even in directions that take them away from us, but at the end of the day, you would have developed a very essential skill, and that is the skill of coaching and mentoring people to grow. And when people grow, who knows? Sometimes they come back to you as a supplier. They come back to you as a customer. No bridge is burnt when you relocate people and you help them to grow in their area of satisfaction or in their area of strengths. Because the law of life is such that what goes around comes around. So please have a very generous attitude in developing people, and sometimes even in relocating them. So if you have a generous attitude in developing people, then you will be able to witness growth and the creation of lasting friendships and relationships. Whereas if you remain tight-fisted and you don't invest in your people, what happens is that you do not have those who fit in your organization. What you have are misfits, and misfits is not what you want. So there you have it. 3 passionate areas of focus for senior management development. Senior management ought to have an eye on resources, making sure that people have the materials and equipment to do a good job. Secondly, show respect by investing in their individual strengths, taking time to understand each one of them, acknowledging that there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all, and this will result in loyalty. And thirdly, be generous. Be willing to let them go, help them to relocate, help them to move on, help your employees to grow as a person, because what goes around comes around. And at the end of the day, you will be the better person for it, because you have learned to be more than just a senior manager. You have learned to be a people investor. And at the end of the day, isn't that what matters? That people are the most important asset in the organization and not profits? But of course, if you are passionate in these 3 areas, when performance happens, when loyalty is there, and growth takes place, you can't help but have sustainable profits. The keyword is sustainable profits, and it starts from the top. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. And if you're interested to find out a little bit more about a customized approach to senior management development, take a look at goodmonday.com/coaching. Thanks for watching.